Hey up viewers and vieweresses, General Red here, and I'm bringing you a game that I found on Steam, which I've actually been aware of for a while now. This is Dear Esther. Now, for those of you who used to watch me when I was back on a share channel, which was obviously months and months and months ago, feels like centuries ago in fact, you remember that my old friend Phil started a playthrough of this game but never finished it. He sort of like started doing it, but then I think he like got bored because there wasn't really much happening. But the thing is, this game's, I don't know, it's kind of been on my mind for a while, this has, and although not much seemed to be happening in the game, the sort of like graphical design of it and the concept of it kind of like intrigued me, and I have been dying really to actually maybe like see where this actually goes, this game. So I'm just going to turn the master volume down slightly. Yeah, that should be alright. There we go. So let's begin, I suppose. So there's like 4 chapters of this game. So we start with the lighthouse. Okay. Loading. Slowly. Slowly but surely. Jesus. FPS has dropped to like 0. No, it's gone back up to 5. 3? Nope. It's all over the place. Okay, nearly there. Here we go.
Dear Esther, the gulls do not land here anymore. I've noticed that this year they seem to shun the place. Maybe it's the depletion of the fishing stock driving them away. Perhaps it's me. When he first landed here, Donnelly wrote that the herds were sickly, and their shepherds the lowest of the miserable classes that populate these Hebridean islands. 300 years later, even they have departed.
So yeah, there we go, here we are. As you can see, this is the menu screen, isn't it? You can see that like beacon flashing in the distance over there. Yeah. So I think these islands are meant to be like the Outer Hebrides or something. For anyone who doesn't know, the Hebrides... Some weird noises. The Hebrides are like off the coast of Scotland, like real up north. So they're like very windswept, I think. Okay, so let's start looking, I suppose. What we got in here? Oh, I've got a flashlight. Hey, it's a toilet. Okay, let's have a look. Dirty sink. Spooky. Radiator. Whoa, whoa. God. When that dust fell down then, for a second I thought there was a monster. And I was like, holy crap, that didn't feature in Phil's playthrough, did it? That's the lighthouse. Ah. I remember seeing that ages ago, when Phil had a go at this. Obviously, his videos of this aren't actually up anymore on YouTube, because we deleted the original channel which we shared, but yeah. When I first saw that, it kind of looked like a chemical formula to me. I don't know. Is there any other controls besides walk? Oh. If I hold down left mouse button, I can zoom in slightly. That's interesting. I don't think there's anything else in here, is there? I don't think there's a way of picking things up either. Or jumping, or... no. I just tapped a few keys randomly, but nothing happened. What's... Wah! Oh, God! Get back here! Jesus. Who'd have thought a seagull could be that scary? Although, this video that I'm recording now probably won't go up on my channel till, you know, probably for a couple of weeks. At least until I finish Gatling Gears. Because obviously I've only got a few more episodes of that left to upload. Obviously by the time I upload this, they'll all have been uploaded. So, yeah. Hopefully you can follow that line of thought. Yeah, I'm literally just recording this after doing that second attempt at Slender that I did. So yeah, my nerves are still kind of on edge. Can I sprint? No, I can't. It's just a gentle walking pace. Yeah, I'm going to start off by going down because I can't remember if there was anything down here or not. I think this game is pretty much just exploring, and there's like obviously the narrator, and I think he talks every so often when you come across significant discoveries or whatever. I don't really know what the storyline is to Dear Esther, but what I do know though is that there's something to do with like a car crash or something. At least that's what it says on the Steam page. Because obviously I bought this off Steam, but ooh, bit of lag then. What we got? The character can swim as well, I know that. So if I like go into the water, like so, then yeah, and without actually, oh well, bollocks. I'll try not to go like beneath the waterline, but yeah, evidently yeah, character can swim. So let's see what else we got. Something round here. I can vaguely. Ooh, music. I'm about to find.
We once talked of a wind farm out here, away from the rage and the intolerance of the masses. The sea, they said, is too rough for the turbines to stand. They clearly never came here to experience the becalming for themselves. Personally, I would have supported it. Turbines would be a fitting contemporary refuge for a hermit. The revolution and the permanence.
It's interesting. Evidently this character, whoever he is, whoever we're playing as, is a bit of an eco-warrior by the sound of it. Ah. I remember seeing that on Phil's old video. Don't know what it means though. It's a weird sort of shape. It's like an arrow at one end. If anyone thinks they know what on earth that means, you feel free to leave a comment in the video description. Anything else down here? I don't think there is there? Unless there's something up here.
Dear Esther,
oh,
I found myself to be as featureless as this ocean, as shallow and unoccupied as this bay, a listless wreck without identification. My rocks
up here.
bones and a careful fence to keep the precipice at bay. Shot through me caves, my forehead a mount. This area will transmit into me so. All overexposed, the nervous system, where Donnelly's boots and yours and mine still travel. I will carry a torch for you. I will leave it at the foot of my headstone. You will need it for the tunnels that carry me under.
Notice this here. This looks like a car door, which would kind of fit what I was just saying, that this game has something to do with a car crash in terms of the storyline. And there's like a wheel, like an axle that like might be on a car just there, which I've just noticed now. Yeah, look, there's another car door here. Because you can see, is that a wing mirror? That looks like one of the, is it? Yeah, it looks like one of the wing mirrors. And then I'm trying to like sort of decipher in my head maybe what the narrator is implying with these strange like monologues that he keeps doing. I mean, he was just saying something about him being as like, what was it, as listless and unoccupied and shallow as the bay or something. Is he like lamenting his own personality maybe? Don't know. I guess we'll find out later on. That sounds like thunder maybe? Or was that waves breaking on some rocks somewhere? I don't know. It looks like we're heading back in the direction we came, because there didn't seem to be any way on this, down this path. Having said that, there's a flight of steps here, which I think, if I remember correctly from Phil's former playthrough, which he didn't actually complete, I think these go back up towards where we started, so yeah, we'll head up here. Wow, I like the terrain. Setting's quite interesting. So obviously it's not the sort of setting that you see most games set in. Obviously they're designed with like overgrown pathways, like these craggy rocks. It's really quite interesting. That's obviously heading just back, so we're heading up here then. Okay.
Donnelly's book had not been taken out from the library since 1974. I decided it would never be missed as I slipped it under my coat and avoided the librarian's gaze on the way out. If the subject matter is obscure, the writer's literary style is even more so. It is not the text of a stable or trustworthy reporter. Perhaps it is fitting that my only companion in these last days should be a stolen book written by a dying man.
Huh. I don't know who this Donnelly character is, but I assume we will find out later on. By the sounds of it, this narrator has stolen a book or something.
When someone had died or was dying, or was so ill they gave up what little hope they could sacrifice, they cut parallel lines into the cliff, exposing the white chalk beneath. You could see them from the mainland or the fishing boat, and know to send aid or impose a cordon of protection, and wait a generation until whatever pestilence stalked the cliff paths died along with its hosts. My lines are just for this, to keep any would-be rescuers at bay. The infection is not simply of the flesh.
It's like a stone circle down there. This is weird. Is there anything up here? Oh, no, I can't really go up there. No, let's continue on. Oh, is there two ways? It's like there's an upper path and a lower path. Well, we'll go this way. I'll move out of the bushes so you can actually see where I'm going.
We are not like Lot's wife, you and I. We feel no particular need to turn back. There's nothing to be seen if we did. No tired old man parting the cliffs with his arms. No gifts or Bibles laid out on the sand for the taking. No tides turning or the shrieking gulls overhead. The bones of the hermit are no longer laid out for the taking. I have stolen them away to the guts of this island, where the passages all run to black, and where we can light each other's faces by their strange luminescence.
Weird. Making out that he's stolen bones or something? Is there a shipwreck down there? Yeah, there is. Let's go and have a look at this. Huh. Well, evidently those two paths back there just loop round and come to the same area.
Dear Esther.
Oh, here we are.
I met Paul. I made my own little pilgrimage. My Damascus, a small semi-detached on the outskirts of Wolverhampton. We drank coffee in his kitchen and tried to connect to one another. Although he knew I hadn't come in search of an apology, reason or retribution, he still spiraled in panic, thrown high and lucid by his own dented bonnet. Responsibility had made him old. Like us, he'd already passed beyond any conceivable boundary of life.
Oh. That talked about a dented bonnet. Again, fitting into this whole car accident thing. So is this guy Paul the guy who maybe died in the car crash? What the hell? Did you hear that? I heard like a weird scraping noise. That's weird. I think I might be coming up to the end of my recording time. I don't know. That's the lighthouse we were at before there. But yeah, tell you what, I'm going to finish this episode here. So, this has been episode 1 of Dear Esther. Let me know what you think in the comments. This is obviously a very different game. And, you know, well, I always say that whenever I start a new game, but this time I, you know, really proper mean it. This is very different to what I've played before, and I really want to see like how this plays out because I'm very curious. So you know what, I will probably do an episode 2. In fact, actually, as I say this, I'll probably start recording it straight after I say goodbye. So yeah, join me for episode 2. So in the meantime, this is General Red signing off. Goodbye.